Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and episode number 47. Grab a cup and join me. This week is a special week. I don't know if any of you even know, but I've got some works in progress and some other little things to talk about today, and so we'll get right to it. Today, well, actually, Christy's Closet D-Stash. That's where we'll start. That's where we always start. So we might as well show what was this week's. So the winner from last week, and I draw this on Sundays, she already claimed her prize. So it's already in the mail and gone. So this week's D-Stash is 2 skeins of Stripe It. This is a yarn bee. They're beautiful. They are a little bit of wool in here, about 22% wool. It is I believe it's a 4. Let me just real close. This is a small. Yes, it's a 4 medium. And 196 yards on these. You get 2 of them. Plus you get one of my daisy stitch markers. So if you'd like to try and win this, you need to be a member of my Facebook group. That's where I do my D-Stashes. I'll accept you as a new member if you're not already a member. And you go and find the post in the announcements tab. All the shenanigans going on, whether it's a make-along or a collaboration with someone else or just a weekly thing or a monthly thing. All show up in the announcements tab. You go down through and you see what's going on. So that is next Sunday's D-Stash. A couple other things going on this month are the new theme for Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge. That's the make-along I'm hosting with Christy from Tea Doddles. That new theme is the Feast. I'm sure that you can come up with something from your scraps to make for themed, like a turkey pot holder or something like that. Pilgrims, little pilgrim pot holders. Different things. I'm sure you can come up with something. I put a couple of suggestions up on the page, and I'm sure Christy has some too. So pop on over to her channel maybe and see if she has announced that. If not, just go into our Facebook page. I will link that below too. We have a separate group for that page, for that scrappy challenge. Some of you are already started on the mystery cal. This new mystery cal is something I'm co-hosting with Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape, and we are on week number 2 of our clue, and already some of you realized that we didn't give out any pattern instructions this week because we felt that there was a big section and there was no need to give you any instructions this week because you have it's the time of the week where you need it to continue on doing what you're doing. So week clue actually consists of the weekly progressive grand prize edition. So Stephanie has her own edition. She has her own grand prizes, and she also will have her own random progress drawing. And I will have my own. So it's like 2 separate cals that are coinciding at the same time. And, you can do one. You can do my version, and you can enter mine in hers and in mine. Or you can do both versions and enter them both. But if you enter in mine, your name goes in once for the random and once for the finished. If you enter in hers, your name goes in once for the random, for your progress, and once for the finished. So that we don't have multiple people saying that, you know, they got their name in 3 times. No. Okay, so what do I have for my addition to the grand prize? So the progressive last week, I'll go ahead and show you last week. Some of you don't know what's going on yet. So if you're watching or you're entering into the mystery make along, it's a crochet along. You have already started. You had a week where we announced it, and then week 1 where we told you the clue to start your make along. And that week I had a skein of Hometown USA. It's a bulky 6, beautiful color Salem Creek, and a stitch marker. So that was what was going in the progressive grand prize for my part of the make along, and it will be given at the end and will be drawn in January, actually week 9. The second week, my addition to my grand prize will be a skein of Premier Anti-Pilling, and this one is Everyday Medley. So as you can see, there's a lot of different colors to this. This one is the 4 medium, and the color is Current. This skein has 100% acrylic and 219 yards. So that goes in the second week of my progressive grand prize, and there is another one of my stitch markers. And we can't hold it still long enough. Okay, so that is it's exciting. I am watching all the girls talking about, well, this one is this way and this one is this way, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, and everybody is doing it right. I've been watching. There's only one person that had a little trouble, and it was because when you do front post treble or front post triples, you leave that stitch behind empty because you're dropping down to the row below. And she didn't, and she put in extra stitches, and when it said at the end of the row 60 stitches, she had too many. Other than that, everyone is doing well. So I'm hoping you're having fun with this. I am. I'm having fun. In fact, I'm using a tweed on mine. I'm using the Stitch Studio by Nicole in the earth tones. That was a 4 medium. This one is a 95% acrylic and 5% viscose, and these are big skeins. So I'm using this. I've already used one whole one. I am doing it as along as we're doing it, and I'm actually going to give you a little sneak peek of mine. I got to get working on it tonight. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of mine. So there's my colorway, and there's my pattern and what it looks like, so that hoping that you will see that yours is fine if you're doing, and it's looking like that. Okay, that's enough. We don't want to give away too much. Excuse me. Another thing that's going on this month is I'm collecting names. Frogs. You know, frogs. I'm collecting names for the Secret Santa. It's a yarn swap. It will be done in December, which will be some of you will feel that it's a holiday swap, which is fine. We are doing a secret one this year. So if you sign up, you give me all the information you would like the person that is sending your box to you in that. I will send your name out, and I will continue to circle around till everybody gets somebody, but you will not know who's sending to you. So it is a secret this year. I need the deadline for that will be Sunday, November 15th. Please let me know if you're interested. Send me all your information, whether it is in email form or a messenger. And we're going to get them out within 2 days after. So by the 17th, I should be able to have all the swaps done. If not, within a week, I should have all the names paired up. So what am I working on? Well, you know that I'm working on this beautiful cocoon for someone. I'm using Barcelona on this one. Look at that color. So I am using the Heartbeat colorway. And I've already used one whole skein of this. I'm halfway done with the second one. And it's becoming quite huge. So I've almost got that inside done. And when I get done with that, I'm going to sew the cuffs, the armholes off, and then I will be doing the border in this. I think that it's going to be okay. I don't know. I thought that it was going to be okay. It looks kind of dark on the camera, but I think that there's enough dark in it to pick that up. Well, we'll see. So that's got to be worked on too. That's a commission, so I need to get to working on that. The other thing that I've been working on is hats, and more hats. My hats for November are, like, I already got my 52 that I was planning for the year. So what I did was I picked a yarn to spotlight for November, and that yarn is the Coffee Shop. I had 3 skeins of this colorway. And Coffee Shop is a premier yarn. This is beautiful. This one is called Sadamo, and I'm spotlighting this one for this month by using it in a crochet pattern and in a knit pattern. So this is a 3 light. Very pretty, and I agree, it is definitely a 3 light. And it's machine washable. It is 85% acrylic and 15% wool, and it's not itchy at all. It's very soft, and each one has 284 yards, plenty enough to make a hat with. So what I've done is, in my hats, and more hats for the month, I am giving away 1 skein of this while I am working on 1 hat in each knitting and crocheting. So in my knitting, I did the border with a 3.75 needle in a 3x2 rib. And I did do the Ross pattern, but I did not use the needle size that he chooses. I did it 3.75. Then after the 1.5 inch rib, I changed to the 4.0, which is the one that he suggests. That just gives me a little bit smaller of a rib. So it is his pattern, and look how pretty it's coming out. It's very nice. It's very easy to work with. I think I'm going to really like this hat. So that's the start of that one. The crochet one is another pattern that I asked all of you to give me a suggestion, and I picked one out of that, and it's called the Barista Slouch. link all the things I'm talking about below. So I started that. I'm using the H hook. And that one starts at the top. And I will be adding a pom-pom to this one when I get done. But look at how this one's coming out. Now an H hook does make the stitches a little bit smaller and tighter than an I. So, and they actually told you to start with a G. I didn't have a G with me. So this is going to be a slouchy. So you start out quite big. I don't know. I think I've got about 10 more rows, and then I think it's time to decrease. So we'll see. But look at how the colors are coming out. Even in crochet, this yarn is just gorgeous. Okay, so that is my hat's works in progress right now. I do have another hat that I'm working on from last month that is knit, and it's a cowl between a cowl and a hat. You can change it to wear either way. Convertible. Convertible, I love that. Anyway, that is not had any love this week, so I didn't bring it out today. Now, one of the things I want to mention right here in the middle of this is that today is my Podiversary. I started my channel November 9th, 2019. Not a lot of you know that. So right here is where I'm going to ask that if you've been watching and you're still watching and you like my channel, that give me a thumbs up and comment below your favorite weight of yarn and your favorite color, because I am going to draw November 11th, which is Veterans Day, which was my first day I ever podcast an episode. I am going to draw a winner from this video for a skein of yarn to make a hat out of, because that's my favorite thing to make, in your favorite color and in your favorite weight. And if I pull your name, then I will go to your comment and I will make a packet that will match what you said your favorites were. And I'm going to add a stitch marker to that and a pom-pom. So you will get a little kit with a skein of yarn and probably my favorite pattern. I don't know yet. Anyway, you'll get a skein of yarn, a pom-pom, a stitch marker, and a button. So all of these things in a little kit I'm going to make up. So that is what I'm going to draw. On Wednesday, you have 2 days to do this in. So that way, whoever wins is definitely going to be someone that watches my channel. And that was the whole point. So, and that is sponsored by me, not anyone else, not YouTube, not anybody else. But you do have to have a United States address to win the actual package. So thank you very much for watching. I am so glad that you all watch. Okay, I'm going to go on to my next whip, work in progress. And I'll put this back where it belongs, over here. Now we have to cry because Daddy's not in the house. She's going to run around the house and cry now, so I can't talk over the top of her. So I've been working on my cow blanket lately. This is one I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now. It is the cow blanket is from Ravelry. I'll link the pattern below also. It is a paid pattern, and you make the cow blanket and then you add the feet, the tail, and the head onto it. So it's a Grafgan, and I added about 12 to 15 rows last night. So I'm gaining I am gaining on some progress there. It's very, very easy. I don't find it hard at all. So I just need to get going. You know, you got to pay attention how many stitches you got to count. So it's slow, but I'll work on it. We'll get it done. and the other things that I've been doing this week, I can't show you because it is for Vlogmas. I've made a couple things for Vlogmas. I've worked on a couple things that I'm trying to decide to do, and it's exciting. So I am going to do that. Plus, I've been rearranging my yarn room. I have everything put away. I have the amount of boxes that I think are fair to have yarn in. So I'm so excited, and I might just add a clip on here of a little bit of the room when I get done. So thank you all for joining me tonight. It's usually today, and it's actually tonight because I went to work and then I decided to quick video so that I'd have something up so that I could share with you. One of the things, oh yeah, by the way, one of the things that I did get for Vlogmas is this Darn Good Yarn Advent. Now, I'm not sure whether or not it's meant for the 12 days of Christmas or what, but I haven't opened it and I didn't plan on it until Vlogmas, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't have anything finished to show you, and feel funny about that because I did finish some things, but that's okay. Don't forget to to comment below so that I can draw. I'll talk to y'all later. Please enjoy the little walk around, because I figure that it's a year in coming and I finally got it all together. So everything is where I want it to be. So talk to y'all later. Bye now. Okay, so this is where you come into the room. This is the door. So we're starting on the left-hand side of the room, and I'm going to go in and show you that there's things on top. Of course, I get carried away and just throw stuff sometimes. Don't we all? Okay, so now that's my rack where a lot of the times I'll take for making hats. And then the next section is a bunch of boxes. Some of them have whips in them. Most of them are labeled exactly what's in them. Then we come over here to this rack. Now this rack has a lot of fancy yarns. They're not all fancy dancy, but they get fancier as you go up. And then I have a lot of things there that are hand dyed, but they're in bags. So then this rack has buttons and different kind of knickknacks. Like all my buttons are in here, and then as you go up there's some books, and then you go up, there's one big box there of baby stuff, and then the green box has pom-poms. And then I have a dresser which has paper and things I do wrappings with, a lot of ribbons, a lot of odds and ends, and then the top of it is what I call just my desk. It just is, it's I know where everything is. Okay, then we come over here, and on this side, I think some of you have seen this side before. This is one of those big racks with the doors in them. And I have some things on top I shouldn't have. Doug says I should have nothing up there, but I do have a couple baskets. And that is full. It rotates in and out. It's been like this for a couple years now. I'm pretty happy that I keep that pretty cleaned up. Then, of course, Claire, which I didn't put anything fancy on her today. And then one of the new racks. And then this is going to be where it's going to rotate about a lot of things that are in giveaways, that kind of thing. And so then you come to my doll chair with my doll in it. And then just a bowl of scraps and where I keep my heads, an extra table if I need it, and then of course my chair where I was sitting talking, and the table where I was recording from. Then if you turn, there is two closets. That's the closet I actually have my clothes in for work, and then the second closet is back here, which actually is full of yarn. It actually has its own rack in there, and everything's labeled and everything is in there neat and tidy. And then the next section is another set of boxes, and I'm going to shut that because well, maybe I'm not going to shut it. Yes, okay. So that's a closet I use for a lot of the lightweights, like the ones in the tooth. They're all individually. So then I have a rack of boxes here that are mostly baby stuff again. And then the basket of towels that is always rotating. And then the brand new rack that I just added this weekend. And as you can see, there's a lot of the newer yarns that I have brought in over the last couple of months. And I'm going to be adding those bottom things on all of my shelves because it's much easier to fill one of them, pull it out, and then you can look through it. You do not have to get on your knees for that. Okay, well, that is my tour. I hope you enjoyed that. It was 1 year ago today that I started my channel, and hopefully you will enter into the giveaway, and it is on Wednesday. See y'all then. Bye now.